All right, collectors. Well, today on the channel, we're going to talk about the new Venom exclusive to Walmart, the retro carded Venom. Now, I believe we've already had one retro carded Venom, but he was very stylized, done in like the animated version. I have it, but I wish I wanted something more like this, right? Now, when I heard they were going to do this one, I was very excited about it. But then when I heard, well, we're going to do it as an exclusive to Walmart, I was like, what in the blue blazes? Why? Why would you torture us with such an offering? Now, I've heard mixed things about it. Number one, I ordered a couple of them. Walmart came through, no problem. There was a little bit of damage to some of them, but that's okay. It wasn't a big deal. You know, this one, I think I'm just going to keep, this one has like a little bit of a crush right there. I wanted to keep this one just mint on card because I've put up all my Spider-Man figures. I have two, one to stock or one to display out in its retro card because I love, as you guys know, I love the entire process of creating a toy. The marketing material that goes with it, the artwork that goes with it. This is an art. This whole packaging has gone through graphic design, has gone through, sculpting, has gone through a modeler. I mean, all kinds of things pour into this, and I collect the whole thing, and I just love this entire package, the retro feel of it. It takes me back to when I was a kid, right? So celebrating 85 years of Marvel figures and Marvel stuff, that's what this Venom is one of the ones commemorating. So when I heard it was coming out, great. When I heard it was a Walmart exclusive, I hated it, but ordered it anyway. And luckily, no issues. But I did hear other people having quite a few issues with this particular figure. So anyways, let's get into it and see what we got here. So here's the picture. Here's the card itself, the figure. Here's how it comes. It looks great. It's got the little Marvel seal there, celebrating 85 years. Just love, it's a thick card stock. Got a little picture of Venom there. Very reminiscent of the cards that we're already getting, right? So it looks great. He's got some extra parts there, a little story. Pause it if you want to read it. There's the UPC if you're looking for it. I have not heard of anyone finding him in store yet, but I believe, like others, he will end up in some Walmarts, but I don't think it's going to be that many. So I'm going to put the package to the side and pull out the figure. All right, before I get started on the review of the figure, there's something that we need to take into consideration here. This probably hadn't happened to a lot of you, but it did happen to me. And because it happened to me, I have to show you something. And I'm going to show you how to fix it real time. So if this turns into a disaster, you know what happened. Number one, I love this head. I love it. Look at it. That big old tongue flying everywhere like, he does in the comics. It's just absolutely gross and ridiculous and vile looking, right? There is a problem. There's great sculpt here. Look at that tongue, man. That is whack. But here's the problem. There is a tremendous QC issue here. See that? Here, let me see if I can add some light to this situation. Let me see if I can. Well, does that help it or make it worse? Anyways, you got some serious QC issues here. You've got some, that might have made it worse. Hold on. I need to get a different light. So you've got a slop of paint back here that half dried and half went across. And then you've got some slop of red right here. And then you've got a slop of paint right here down at the bottom of his cheek. So here's what we got. Now, here's where it's really important. What I'm about to show you is, well, it's controversial. Some people do it, some people don't. I do it because it's expedient. I use Goof Off. Now, if you don't do this right, you will be sad. I promise you're just going to be sad. So let me get this popped open. It's very caustic. It's highly volatile. And I think it's outlawed in California. I don't know. Anyways, I use a little bit of it, just a tiny bit. clean my hands, because you can't really, I mean, this stuff is killer. Now, because this is a base black color, it's safe to pull this off. Let's see if we can do it real time. See that? Now, don't rub too long on it, or it's gonna turn it into a mess. So there we go. See? I mean, it destroys. So there we go. Got that off. And now, oh, we got a little bit of red right there. Can I get it? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm counting myself lucky that I got the scuff mark off of that. So there you go. Let me see if I got it all cleared up here. Let me see, yep. So there it is. Nice and cleared up. Now, again, this stuff is ultra, and I've shown you guys before, that's how I cleaned up, you know, all the tiger stripes on Tiger Force Duke? He looks ridiculous. So that's one way to take off, but remember, it will strip it down to the base color. And if you use it too much on the base color, it will actually strip the paint off of even the base color, and it will end, it's a mess. You have to be very precise and use it in a controlled situation. So there, the QC slop is fixed. So fantastic. Number one, this is a great looking little sculpt. I really love it. And the paint apps, well, you just saw that slop mess. For that, I'm going to take some points off. But for the most part, this, you know, this thing looks amazing. So there's that. I don't know why I have to go behind Hasbro's back and pick all this stuff up. Anyways, the figure itself, to me, it looks great. I mean, I really like this particular buck that they're, I don't know, is this the saber-tooth buck? It looks just like the saber-tooth buck. Well, no, because the saber-tooth buck has a cut here. So I don't know which buck this is, but I like it. Is there? I want to go grab that saber-tooth and just compare them. Matter of fact, one second. All right, so I just went and grabbed the saber-tooth buck and look at it. Yeah, there's some, it's not the same buck at all. Maybe the legs? The legs look to be the same buck, or the same part. But yeah, the legs are the same, but this part isn't. And the arms are not. Yeah, the arms are different as well. So there is some difference here. I mean, they kind of cobbled some stuff together, which is fine. I mean, that's okay. Stay right there, you. But overall, we passed out. It's too much for him in one day. But overall, I think they made some good use of it. So as it goes, just looking at it, I mean, this is a classic version of Venom. So I like the look. He's got the spider there. You know, looks fantastic. I mean, there is some, again, there's some QC work to be done there, but you could just chalk that up as to the symbiotes moving around or whatever. But it truly is sloppy. So there's that. But it's still, I mean, it's fine. It's not a huge deal at all. You've got his little, you know, webby things here, his little web shooters. His face, ooh, looks scary. Looks good. So aesthetically, this is the Venom that I've been used to. He's not, you know, like you have that space Venom that came out a while back, or that other Venom that was on that giant buck, that big old muscle-bound buck. I mean, some people like that, but I don't. You know, I prefer, this is the Venom that I enjoyed as a kid, right? He's bigger, he's much bulkier than Spider-Man, but not to the point of where he's just muscle-bound and can't do anything. So I really enjoy, so to me, this is a good looking figure. To me, it's a very nice representation of the comic book style figure. So, and that's what I'm looking at right here, aesthetics. So as far as the way he looks, I'm having a tough time. This is how I rate my figures. You can look at them here. I'm gonna just put it right there so you can take a look at it. Having a hard time with it, you know, that slop. So I'm gonna rate it right at a 4.2 for looks. I mean, The sculpting is fantastic. As you can see all the sinew and stuff in there. The sculpting looks great. I don't like that he has these holes there, but I mean, they don't throw me off that bad. And then again with the, you know, holes over here, but you know, whatever. But for the most part, this head is great. I don't know if this head's been used before. Has it? You guys tell me. It looks like a new sculpt to me. So I like it. I like this head. I think I've seen this head before. So it looks great. Yeah, to me, I'm going to say it's a 4.2 on aesthetics. It's a solid interpretation of what the comic book figure is. Now let's move on to articulation. So we're at 4.2. All right. And now on to articulation. Here's the part where I don't like. Look at that. Now I am actually going to go in, pop his head off. I'm actually going to go in and do some work here and up here so we can switch that up, because it's got some movement there, but not enough. So I'm going to have to I'm going to work into this a little bit to get some more movement on that. He just doesn't look up very much. See that? Or down. So he's kind of stuck there. So that's a negative. He does look left, right. He does twist his head a little. So there you go. Give you the puppy dog kind of look. He does have a butterfly joints that work well. Look at that. All the way to the back, all the way to the front. So they work well. T-pose easily does a T-pose. No issues there. Double jointed elbows. And he's got better than 90%. Or you know, a right angle, so that's good. That's enough. You know, I would like more. As always, we want more, but that's fine. You know, the sculpt is a little bit prohibitive on that. He's got regular Marvel hands. It's an in and out. They're both like that, so no dice roll on that. You have a cut at the upper chest there, and you have an inverted. I guess this is what they call an inverted waist there, or articulation. Let's see. You can do this. That's a lot. Look at that. He can do that. That's a lot. So that's a huge plus there. Splits. You can do that much on a split. Yep, that's it. Kick up. Pretty good. Better than straight ahead. Kick back. That much. Looking good. Cut at the thigh. Double jointed knees. Is there a boot? No boot cut. No boot cut. Ankle pivot. Nice. That far down. That far up. Very nice. There's a lot of articulation there. So for articulation, for a beefy buck like this, I'm going to give it... I think it's really great, the articulation that they can put in it, but it does have some lacking parts. So I'm going to put it right at a 4.5. So we got a 4.2 and a 4.5. We'll land on a 4.4. It's just this far away from being a great figure. It's a solid figure, and it's just this far away from making it great. Now, I don't know what other people have rated it. I haven't seen everybody else's, you know, dialogue on why you should or shouldn't buy this. To me, this is a great looking little comic book representation of Venom, and he's essential to your Spider-Man collection. You got to have this guy. Yeah, so I dig it. I really like this figure. Like I said, 4.4 overall. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little thing that I did with this, so that now you know how to fix some of the... It only works if the base is the color that you want it to be. If it's not, you're going to end up with a mess. Use it sparingly, use it cautiously. It's very caustic, and it's dangerous. Try this only with adult supervision. Anyways, let me know what you think. Did you guys have any problems ordering this? Was it easy to get from Walmart? Do you like the figure? Do you not like the figure? Are you going to go get it? Are you going to be chasing it around? I don't know. As for me, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep it. It's going to be up on... It's good. This guy definitely makes one of the figures of my top 10. You know, he's now it's grown up to maybe like a top 14 up there. So we'll see how that goes. we'll continue to tinker around. It's going to be hard at the end of this year figuring out which one goes where. Finally, don't forget, I'm doing the giveaway last Sunday's video. A link up here to that giveaway. Go in there, type in the secret words that you need to be entered into the contest. And then we'll hold that drawing on September 28th. Next week, I'm going to try and bank some videos because I'm going to be out of the country for a few days, couple days. But then I'll be back. Yeah, I'm gonna try, and I'm probably gonna post my review of the Valaverse Vanguard that week. Everybody's done. I know a lot of people have done a review, but I've got a bunch of cars to compare it to, so I want to give you guys my view on it and see what you think. And I haven't opened it, so I don't know. I've just had a lot going on, a lot to do. So, but I'm really looking forward to it. So it's a treat for me to get into those. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Let's continue to grow the channel. Let's continue to grow this community. So the object of this channel is to do some reviews, get some news out there, and also try to influence some of these manufacturing guys to do what we want so that we can sell or buy more of their product like we want it. Not like they want it, like we want the product. You know, I know they're gonna try and cut corners wherever they can and try to give us, you know, at the minimum that they think we can get away with. But if we show them that we will buy more of a nice thing, then they're more likely to make more of that. So again, my goal with this channel is not, it's to influence the companies, the manufacturers, to do what we want, to do what our tribe wants as adult collectors, what we would like to see, because kids aren't spending, you know, $30, $40, $50 on an action figure. That's just, you know, that's why we make up the larger portion of it. Is that good for the collecting community? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not here to solve everybody's problems. I'm just here to speak for our adult tribe of collecting in the community. So anyways, guys, appreciate you so much. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Go enter the video, and as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.